Greetings and welcome to the fifth episode of Artistic Chaos. Today, the same as the last two episodes, I'll be going through the thought process that I may have followed when I was working on three pages today, not just one, 3 pages. So this might be a long video. I'll try to be quick. Anyway, before I start, all this is colored by my good friend Emaad Fayaz. I think I pronounced your name right. So sorry if I didn't. Anyway, I'll add some links to his works in the video description. You should check it out. Check out his work. It's really good. As you can see, it's top notch. The coloring, drawings, of course, is mine. His style is a little different from mine, but it's really, really good. So yeah, check him out. So anyway, let's get on with the actual show. So these pages are from chapter 6 of Rain and Dawn, and this chapter took a little different turn from the others, so it doesn't follow the journey of Crystal Valentine. Yeah, this is Rain Ravenwood. You don't get, you'll see as I go on. Okay, so let's start off as the usual. Okay, let's start off with the paneling. In this chapter, I started getting a little crazy with the paneling. So instead of the simple 3 lines, I just added different things. Admittedly, some of them are not that thought out, or I just wanted to try out different layouts for panels and stuff. And here I tried something new. On top of these normal traditional paneling, I added these. These panels stand out, and I added a drop shadow to those. Drop shadow, or I can't really remember the. Yeah, it might take some time trying to figure out what exactly I've done. Anyway, it's called drop shadow. I added that. Added the shadow because it's not that evident when the color comes in. See, but it's there to give the impression that this panel is above the one below it. Okay, let's get on with the actual explanation. So, as always, this is the first page of a chapter, so I like to start off with the establishing shot. I'll get to the dialogue later. For this instance, I will not take out the text layer because, well, I'll be honest. This chapter I did under a lot of stress and while dealing with a lot of large workload. So I remove that. You get to see all the lazy shortcuts I've gotten. Oh yeah, the parts that you can't see, I've covered up with the text. So yeah, initially I was going to keep that from you, but anyway, the establishing shot. As you can see, it's the sunset. It's evident from the color of the sky. It's red. You don't see this kind of colors in the sunrise. I added the new, what do you call it? I don't know the exact term. This lens thing. So yeah. If you pay attention, you see it's a city, sunset. There's a girl, and there's a sword. Okay, you get to see the sword, and truthfully, this goes well with the text because here I didn't pay much attention to having just the visual cues. I just went ahead with the dialogue and the visual things hand in hand. So let's go with the dialogue as well. Little Miss, we had to leave emergency, as you may know already. So from that we can guess that this is from, since you don't see any dialogue indicators, she's reading this note, and these are the things that she's reading right now. So Little Miss, which means that the letter is from someone that addresses him as Little Miss. So it's possible to deduce that it's maybe her butler or servant, maybe, or playful term. Who knows? But I left behind your favorite toy just in case you came back. You see the sword right next to her. And if you miss that, you get to see a closer look at it. See, it's sheathed and it's in place, secured. I took good care of it and should still prove useful to you. So, your favorite toy, which gives you the impression that this person here is, I don't know, a constant user of a sword. I mean, that implies that what I find to be using is, and I took good care of it, meaning it's been in his or her possession for a long time to take good care of it. And before that, she had to own it. See? And we will be fine. And we have to leave emergency. So it's fair to assume that it's some sort of evacuation. There may be some emergency. We will be fine, and thank you for coming for us. We headed off to the Gardner train station, and we'll be departing soon. But as for you, little miss, okay, so here you can get the idea that it's definitely an evacuation. They headed off to the train station, yeah, and we'll be departing soon. And I know you will not leave, not until you do have what you have to do. I'm not your guardian nor your father to say this, so you can guess that it's not her father, not a guardian, not related to her, probably. Do it. Do it and return to us in one piece, 2 minutes. Us. So they are more than one person. So, and you know that this person, it sets up that this person is not going to leave. She's going to do something. It's not specified what. And you see that clenching her fist, and you see her eye, determined, intense, you know. And then you see this part. Bis wir uns wiedersehen. Hans. A little touch I gave. Bis wir uns wiedersehen means, I think if I pronounce that properly, bis wir uns wiedersehen. It's German for until we shall meet again, or just goodbye. Gives the impression that either she's German or the person who's writing is German. Hans, probably the person in question. I keep calling the person him. She, he, whatever. That's German. It doesn't apply to any part of the story. Just thought it was a good idea. So that's the first page. We are already at the 10-minute mark. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next one. Second page. Then we get the voiceover. See, it's different from the earlier one because you don't see, it's a square and you don't see the carved out part. So it's fair to assume it's her that's speaking. And here itself, I added some new effect to this, like a fade out. She's throwing away the note after reading it. I guess I didn't have to worry about it. I guess I didn't have anything to worry about after all. As always, my faithful servant has proven his worth. So it's clear now. She's talking about a servant. Hold on, I just get into the full screen. Much better. As always, servant, and she tosses aside the knot, and you see it's not. I didn't fade to complete black. So since the board itself is black, it's really not a smart move. So yeah, I feel like that. And she grabs the sword. Now I can fight with a clear mind because they have evacuated. Because maybe there's no one around. Maybe that gives her some reassurance. But why? It's been a while since I last drew my sword. And you see here fastening the belt. That gives a little bit of a, like, it builds up the anticipation. Like you see her taking the sword, strapping it on, like that. Instead of just getting the sword and slashing it, really doesn't do the job, in my opinion. So you get to see her suiting up to something. Yeah, that's my sword. It's coming back to me. Here is like she's like letting out the air, like taking a deep breath and like that. So, but I do feel the old rush coming back to me. And then she finally draws the sword. I see the anticipation. You strap it on, then you press. You see the extended finger. It's like she's not grabbing it. She's like just lightly touching it, and then you see it. I added the motion blur effect to this, so it just appears like she's drawing sword, draws sword, and then we see the title page, Rain at Dawn, Chapter 6. And if you look closely, the details behind the garden, uh, the gate, is the symbol of Rain at Dawn. Yeah, that's a pretty cool detail. Anyway, and you see her. This is the first time you see her from all the pages. You see bits and pieces of a face from the side, from behind. You never get to see the entire face. So there, dramatic reveal, and she's drawing a sword. No time to waste. Gotta move quickly. There's a city that needs saving. So, a city. She's one person with a sword. City. So you get the idea, like, is she really going to do that? How? What? What's going on? You get that feeling. So it's like a slow build up. Instead of one page, I use 3 pages to build up to the title page. You get to see that often in manga. Uh, I don't read many comics or manga. So yeah, from what I've seen, that's pretty common, I think. Getting few pages to the title page. So I'll go through it again. So establishing a shot, get a subtle hinting of what's going on, not a clear indication, not a clear explanation of what's going on. Like this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened. It's boring. So you get to decide for something on your own. Maybe later on the chapter you will get the exact thing. But for now, it just draws you in and lets you think, like taking on the details. All right, yeah, that means that. That means that. Establishing shot, dialogue, motivation goes there, and anticipation built up to the title page. Its entire page serves the purpose of building up the next page. And then the last page, you see, if this were a shot, a scene in a movie, this panel would remain for like a fraction of a second. Draws it and immediately switches to this one. And in slow motion, you see her, you see the hair flowing in the wind and the intense gaze on the sword. And we see Emaad, signature. So yeah, that's the build up to the chapter 6 of Rain at Dawn. So yeah, I hope you learned something from this, and we are already at the minute 14 mark. Okay, this is a pretty long video. I apologize if I bored you to death. And even today, I forgot to turn on the music. I don't believe this. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. So till then, bye.